Okay. I know. Ooh, man. We got Sabinur up in this place, so let's get started. Yeah. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of On Screen. We're here to talk about Greenleaf, episode 7, the 7th day. Sabinur 444 is up in here. Peace to you too. Good to see you. Big shout out to Tracy Lee, who usually comes through. Big shout out to, is it Black Anonymous? I can't remember, but I'll pull them up in a second. But just want to give a shout out to the show. The show that we have watched has been amazing. This show continues to deliver. But I am not by myself. I am joined by the awesome, magnanimous Lady Lisa. Say hey.
Hey, y'all.
So, after watching this episode, how you feeling? How you feeling, Lisa? How you coming down on it?
They did a whole lot in this episode. They this was Scooby-Doo, where the mystery was presented and solved all, within less than 30 minutes. Don't
do them like that. And it's an hour show. All right, don't do them like that. All right,
this was a SVU episode. Like,
it was not presented and solved. We've been trying to solve the case of what's been going on with the Daryl James and the Skankses and everything for a long time.
But just in time for the building not to even be partially tore down, and just so happened that they were waiting on Bob to get there. We have been trying to stop that
for a few episodes. They knew about it. They've been so it wasn't presented. I'm just saying, give them their props.
Okay, I give you that, but
give them their props.
I get what you're saying, but just like nothing was torn down, and Bob and his little crew just walked out.
Yeah, they better walk out before they get ushered out. All right, so Cassandra Sellers in the house. What up? What up? Nice to see you too. Yo, I'm gonna say this. Shouts out to Bishop Greenleaf and that dope monologue. You know what I'm saying? For a brother to, went on up to see his maker. You know what I'm saying? Went to the upper room. But I wanna get started on something that we've been kind of building to, which is the kind of like face off at the church with the demolition. Because you see Judy up there. She got Phil up there. She got Ferdinand up there. They about to tear things down. The only thing they're waiting for.
Ferdinand?
Yeah, Ferdinand.
As in the bull?
Look, I'm just telling you what his name is. I don't know if he's a bull or not.
His name is Ferdinand.
I know he is a seducer. A seducer of women.
I mean, it ain't take much for Carissa, but anyway.
Carissa been thirsty. Anyway, so with this said, we have the perfect set of the second Dad get here, meaning Bob Whitmore. Once Dad get here, we gonna tear this joint down. Now we know we've been doing research all this time. Rick Fox got locked up. We thought he was dead for a second. I didn't know if it was like good night. You know what I'm saying? So Rick Fox, he ain't dead. So we like, cool. We got the crew. You know what I'm saying? We got Grace and we got Rick Fox, aka Darius. So they like, look. Hey, we got an injunction. Oh, yeah. And we got Grace's brother. You know what I'm saying? Brother that shouldn't be her brother.
Daphne,
but it's his brother.
We got Velma. We got Fred. We got Scooby and Shaq.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you do this show like that, all right? This show, I'm not going to let you do that to this show. So you can just stop it in its tracks.
You got the mystery mobile.
You can just stop it in its tracks. All right, what was he driving? He was driving an LT, what was that, Chevy or something? He was driving something. Mobile. Anyway, stop it. I'm not going to let you do this show. Look, y'all don't listen to Lady Lisa right now because she is not giving this show its proper due. We finally have the showdown and they like, yo, look, y'all sold this under, under false pretense and we got proof. And Ferdinand like, ha, psych, joke's on you because actually Carissa sold it And guess what? She knew I was harmony and hope. Ha. So anyway, Grace like, yo, check it. Yo, Jacob, is it true? Jacob like, let me holler at Carissa. Another L. Carissa, this was, matter of fact, did Jacob barely even say anything after it? I think he said like 2 words. He was like, click. He was just like, yo,
well,
man,
she wouldn't answer him, and that was his answer.
Yeah, he was like, further proof that we need to divorce. Further proof may I submit to you that divorce is necessary. Carissa has never been for the family. She's always been for her own come up. And she's never really been any good for Jacob. Now, there could be an argument made that she was good for Jacob before season 1, but the second we met her, she has been demeaning.
Before season 1? Was season 0?
Well, what I'm saying is, before we meet the family, she could have been this awesome, wonderful wife. This beautiful spirit that was just nice to everyone. But when we meet her...
Yeah, we have to assume that the way we meet her is the way she is.
Thank you. So when we meet her, she is, berating Jacob at every turn and overstepping her,
at the dinner table, speaking out of turn. It's like, hold up. Sit down like the in-law you are.
You in this family, but you ain't in this family.
Better be quiet like the in-law you are.
You know what? That's another thing about family stuff when you got to be careful.
Not the door is closed, Cassandra.
Yes, Cassandra said the door is closed. Shut. Badoosh. So this is perfect example, more proof positive that she need to be gone. Gone, the love is gone.
And she need to take Zora with her.
Man, let's talk about Zora right now, because I was going to get on her. Let's talk about Zora right now. First of all, you had this exit plan, this nice getaway exit strategy, right? With no money. In one of the most expensive cities in America. I think it's like San Francisco, New York, and LA. I think those are the top.
She was going to go and wing it.
She was going to go and figure it out. In other words, she would have been back next week. And then they told her last week, cancel your ticket and we'll figure out a way to do this right. Did she cancel the ticket?
Nope.
Insubordinate. Then she said, oh, well, I'll be with my cousin. Oh my God, I don't know. I don't know if I can say that. Oh, please. Stop acting like Zora in the Cosby Show. Remember when
Vanessa.
No, not Vanessa. When Theo was like, I can't get what was it? I can't get any kind of sponsor or scholarship because we make too much money.
And he was like,
no, we're too rich.
First of all,
no. Cosby said,
he was like, first of all,
me and your mama,
we're rich.
You
have nothing.
Zora, I don't even know where she scrounged up that money to get that plane
probably
ticket.
Something, she probably saved up money that, she had been given and stuff. Birthday money.
Yeah, birthday money and stuff, which is not going to pay no bills. All right. So talk about some, I got my ticket. Well, what you going to do after that?
Bye.
Do you think you might be hungry? Might want to have a drink of water? Huh? Maybe a juice?
She'll figure it out, Michael.
When you take your luggage, where are you going to put it? Huh? Where you gonna put it? Well, you just gonna look. This is not like the 1850s where I can just go to New York and figure it out. This is
jump on the back of a train. With your hobo bag.
What was she thinking? And then she go to Jacob. Jacob like, look, Zora, I'm trying to help. It's a two-way street. I said cancel the ticket. You ain't canceled the ticket. You doing a whole bunch of stuff you ain't supposed to be doing in the first place. And
then she gonna come in his face talking about, I found this apartment. Yeah. And then you need to pay something on it today. If you don't sit down.
First thing, I don't need to pay nothing on it today.
Or tomorrow.
Because I didn't agree for you to go to New York. Remember, this was your sneaky plan behind my back. So why don't you go behind my back and pay it for yourself? Killing me. Zora, boy,
she's trouble.
Zora is a butt whoopable child, but she's not more than Tariq. Tariq is the most but whoopable child on television.
But the thing is, I remember from like the first episode, she was trouble because when Sophia came,
because weren't they smoking weed with Sophia, and she tried
smoking something, and she was popping pills and all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, you just gonna do it on first day? You just gonna
tell it?
Damn.
Now, and we've already covered the colorism part where the dark women in this show seem to all be problematic, and the light-skinned women in the show seem to be saviors or doing the right thing or treading the right path. So we already know the colorism stuff.
Seem to be though. That's the thing. They're given, they're allowed to live this life where they look like it on the outside. Yeah. Lady May. And Grace. Now, Sophia is the one that actually hasn't done nothing to nobody. Like, she hasn't really. I love Grace. Grace
Sophia.
Really, I love Sophia.
Sophia. Yeah. Sophia ain't really did nothing to nobody. Sophia been minding her business.
Yeah, she's a little too naive because she let Zora just do stuff to her.
But she learning now.
She learning because I think what she about to talk about with her mom is that she wants to go to New York with Zora. I think that's what that conversation is going to be. I hope not.
I hope she say, I want to go to Hampton. I don't want to be around Zora because she get in trouble all the time, and she going to be messing around with either a singer that's going to beat her or a basketball player that's going to get in trouble.
But this is the thing. I think she was originally going to her to tell her she wanted to go with Zora, and then she was like, I'm sorry about the pictures. And her mom was like, what pictures? So Zora lied to her and told her that she told her.
Zora lying on lying.
So now maybe that she realizes Zora was lying, she's going to be like, you know what? I don't need to deal with her. What I wanted to talk to you about, Mom, was
Hampton.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hampton, the end. All right, so.
And shout out to them for putting Hampton out there.
Yeah, Hampton. Shout out to VA. 2 up, 2 down. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Don't sleep on VA. So, unfortunately, we didn't get any Winky this episode.
Look, I forgot about it.
Whenever it comes to a TV show, if there's a certain age limit where children just disappear.
He's on the list of one of the most forgettable children.
Man, Winky is in the same place Tasha's daughter is.
And Charity's son.
And Charity's son. Winky, Charity's son, Tasha third baby. All right, we don't know where they at. They just whenever episode comes where they need to be standing around, they just pluck them up. Here, stand right here. All right, get out of here. Because there's like a certain age demographic or something.
They come back next season. They're gonna be like 25.
We're gonna be smoking and working at the mill.
Be like on the soap operas. For anybody who like grew up watching soap operas, and it's like 5 episodes later, this kid that was born last week.
All the adults look exactly the same.
And is now coming back home. And they're like 12.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a little bit like Micah, because when Micah came back from Paris, Micah had like the weekend. He had the floof, he had like the Killmonger up top, and he had the full beard, like the light beard, like the kind of like I shaved like 3 days ago, but it's not like I'm gonna keep it this way permanently. You know what I'm saying? He had one of those numbers. But back to Greenleaf. Rochelle finally got what she didn't want. I mean, Rochelle, look, this is what you got. This is all there is.
No, she said this is what she wanted.
Well, yes, but you know what she really wanted. She wanted somebody to go to jail. She even talked about it. She was like, "You gonna go to jail, and you going," you know what I'm saying? Like she been with that energy the whole time
because she believed.
Yeah. So. She believes, but now that's been laid to rest.
But I'm a little annoyed.
She's still kind of stanky with it, but you know what I'm saying?
I mean, she's a stanky person.
Well, yeah, she is stanky.
I'm just a little bit annoyed by how everything seems to be in this perfect little package. Rochelle walks away, and Bob and his crew walk away, and it's they had their amazing grace, come back to Jesus moment, and and it's just like,
well, you can't sing Amazing Grace. What you trying to say? Negro spirituals just don't cap off.
You not listen to what I'm saying. It's just it's too too rounded and too perfect, and it's like y'all did a whole lot to make all this happen in one episode. Like,
I don't think they did a lot.
Seems rushed. Exactly.
They have been working on this stuff. All right, Sabinor, flow with me. Lisa, flow with me. They've been working towards this episode for quite some time. So it's not like they started the investigation and wrapped it up here. No, but they started the investigation. Darius got fired. They found the daddy, called the daddy, hung up on him. Daddy came over here. Then we found like Darius got locked up. Yes. Darius got, beat up his, messed up his apartment, deleted emails.
But I feel like
you know what I'm saying?
Everything,
some things happened.
Yes, but I feel like everything that happened in this episode should have been cut in half.
It's called a zenith, baby. They're moving to a zenith.
It's called too much. Everything that happened in this episode did not need to happen in one episode. It shouldn't have happened all in one episode. It should have been like cut in half. Let half, you know what I mean? And then at the end, Bishop dead.
Oh, Bishop dead. We're gonna talk about Bishop being dead in a second.
And I love how Lady Mae gonna take all this time to try to have a conversation with this man having a stroke before she called 911.
She did call 911 though.
I didn't say she didn't. She trying to have a conversation with a man having a stroke.
Yeah, I was
talking about what you want me to do.
When he was sitting in the bed,
I want you to call the ambulance.
When he was sitting in the bed, I was like, yo, is he dead?
I'm like, Michael.
You was like,
Michael, he's sitting up.
Dead. He's sitting up. Dead. He's sitting up. I was like, that man look like he dead. What happened? Badoop, dead. You know what I'm saying? So
anyway, Michael, that's in bad taste.
You know, Rochelle's handled. It seems like the Whitmore situation is handled. Even Connie got her just due.
See, it's too nice and perfect and rounded.
Why? Look, sometimes the good guys gotta win. They've been losing all season.
Are they the good guys?
Actually, the good guys have been losing. Well, okay, not the. They've done bad things, but they are our protagonists. The Greenleaf family, their name is the show. They are the good guys, or the good-ish guys. They are the protagonists.
I mean, there's a show called Lucifer too, but that don't mean he the protagonist.
Well, I mean, he's kind of the protagonist.
He's Lucifer.
I mean, he's Lucifer, but I'm just saying, in that show, he's kind of the protagonist.
You get what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's for folks that watch Lucifer. It's coming back for one final season. Let that go. They've been getting beat down since at least Basie Skanks arrived.
And why did they have to call them Skanks?
Why can't last name can't be Skanks?
Really, Michael?
Boy, it's Skank. Skanky. Anyway, they've been getting beat down since then. So it's nice to see a small little turn. Charity comes back to the family. You see the family all together. Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound. The whole church kind of heals together. It was a healing moment. I enjoyed it. It was a healing moment, even though I knew something bad had to happen because the healing moment was too healing. All right?
Too healing.
I was like, yo, something gonna happen because we singing. We got Bob out. Everything. So, of course, we had to lose Bishop, unfortunately. But I think in this case, there is a... Cassandra, we don't know if Basie dead.
Look, dun, dun, dun.
We don't know if Basie dead or not.
Mm-hmm. I think it's too perfect that Basie is dead. Him and his perm to come on back.
Man, that was a little man in a perm though, boy. Woo, slick talker. But those people that was looking for him did not look like they meant him.
Like a ready for the world rejects.
I ain't messing with you. Anyway, so you know, we're in a place where I think we can start to rebuild. You have what is it, Tara? Is it Tara? The girl, not Rochelle's sister. I think it's Tara. Mm-hmm. Tasha. No, it's not Tasha. It's Tara. I think it's Tara.
Something like
that. But anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. I think we have an opportunity to kind of build with her, come together and say, hey, we, you know what I'm saying, we didn't try to steal this church from you. We got it in a way from some other people, which, you know, didn't mean any, you know, positivity, but we weren't culpable in it. Mm-hmm. And I think you can heal from both sides on that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think they'll be able, like she said, give the 10 acres, sell those 10 acres and give the money to her or something. So I think we can work something out where everybody can be happy and we can all move forward. And then this church can heal, the parishioners can heal, and everybody can be happy and people can praise the Lord once again and get back to God. Remember when she said, you have to get back to God.
And you have to make room for God.
Oh, you have to make room for God. Like, You, Lady May, you
marching around in your Louis Vuittons. Okay.
Don't get me started on that. You know what? Let's go and talk about Lady May. All right, so Lady May. What's up, Moses? We talking about Greenleaf. Greenleaf, episode 7. Yeah, and Stay On Point said Rochelle sent AJ. Yeah, and it actually, well, she kind of gave the number. She meant it for bad, but it actually turned out being good. You know what I'm saying? Started that healing, but you know.
Oh, and Moses, watch your language.
Oh yeah, yeah. Moses, it's a family show. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless of that, watch your language.
Well, yeah, but still, it's a family show. You know, we got the youth.
Family or no family, watch your language.
But we have an opportunity here where we can get we can move up the wedding date. We can be happy together. We can get married. We can connect with one another and show our strength again and rebuild our love, right? And here come Lady May again.
That's what she get for playing. May. That's what she get for playing.
Yep. Matter of fact, his death like this is what she get for playing all these years. Well, maybe not all these years, but all these seasons.
All this time when he's been chasing after her.
Yeah.
Like
all these seasons.
He's like, I just want to remarry you, and you're playing games.
And so she was like, I'm playing games. So of course, after the whole come to Jesus moment, here she come putting on a good perfume. You know when they had the little pumper, the little, you know what I'm saying? She putting on a good perfume. I had to give them a sound effect for the people on podcasts. You know what I'm saying? They got to know what perfume sounds like. It's like, this is how it sounds when you put on the good perfume.
I'm sure they feel much better now.
Yes, because they're enthralled in what's going on. So she putting on the good stuff.
Stay On Point said, but Lady May, the truth. Remember what she told? I said the same thing. She told the family and walked. I was just like, how you just gonna drop that?
Lady May, Lady May, the truth. Lady May, dirty. She was like, just so y'all know, everything that I've been all self-righteous over with y'all, I probably did something even worse than all y'all did. And Jacob,
be like, by the way, Bishop ain't her daddy. Dinner's at 7:30. Good night.
Like, by the way, I produced a child.
With his best friend.
With his best friend. Tim Reed is now dead, and she walking around here with a whole person.
Person.
You done messed it up for Grace, Sophia, AJ, all that whole lineage is a whole. You done messed up everything. You done messed up the family tree. Now the family tree got a weird branch over here, and it's a family tree is supposed to be even.
But you know what though? You know good and well that Charity, and what's his name? Jacob.
She said Joseph.
You know good and well Charity and Jacob stood together and was like.
That's why she liked.
It makes sense now.
That's why she liked.
It makes sense.
And the funny thing is, I remember when the show first started, I was like, why she light-skinned name?
I mean, we know that happens in black families.
Yeah, but I mean, just saying, sometimes you got to look behind that reason. Sometimes you got to say, all right, we got 2 dark-skinned kids and a light-skinned kid. Where you been?
I mean, well, mama ain't exactly dark-skinned, so kids pull from different parts of the gene pool. I
ain't trying to hear that. I want investigations. See what happened? See what happened when you don't investigate? Grace. That's what happened. No.
In mercy?
So, then here she come. She taking the girls out, putting oils on and stuff, pressing them and everything.
Not taking the girls out.
She did have them out. She had things out a little bit. They was out a little bit. And then she put on her finest silks. You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing that now.
It was holy cleavage.
This holy cleavage, only for the most holy of holies. Well, I mean, I guess it's sanctified because it's your husband.
It was no, it's not.
It's forgot. Oh snap! You're right. They technically been shacking.
I'm just saying.
Snap! Oh man, I tried to give her some props on that now. Especially how she talks. Thank you. Especially how she be talking. Oh, Lady May, you're dirty.
No, because now she wasn't letting him stay in the room with her.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She wasn't understanding the
role. Stay on point said Jacob did wrong because she was with one man, Carissa, and all them ladies. He was
no. Let me say this.
Break that
because
down.
The thing is this: Jacob had changed. You have to admit, Jacob had. Now, he was a butt when we first met him.
Yes,
but Jacob did change. Now, not to say that he. Not to say that, oh, okay, he changed and now Carissa did it and he shouldn't forgive her. It's not just that she cheated. It's all this other backhanded, underhanded stuff that she's been doing. And on top of that, she cheated. And on top of that, she didn't use protection. And on top of that, she brought something back home to him. Yeah. So it's all of these things that she was doing.
It's the demeaning him,
doing stuff behind his back. Like
doing stuff against the family,
all of that. She needed to go.
Yeah,
she needed to go.
She needed to go a long time ago. The second I saw his chemistry on screen with Tasha, I was like, "Can we get a divorce?" I'm like, "Look, she gotta go." I like Tasha better. Tasha ain't trying to swindle the family or nothing, and Tasha's just generally a sweeter soul.
She ain't bright.
What?
She ain't bright. I said that before. She ain't bright. Tasha, she's sweet as pie, but she ain't bright.
Look, stay on point. Listen, check this. Regardless of whether he was home or not, when he changed and became a better man, he was a better man for himself, to Carissa, and to his children. Either you gotta forgive him and let him be changed, or don't and leave. But you don't get to stay and have both of them. You don't get to stay and say, well, I'ma stay, but I'm going to burn you up for everything that you did before you changed, even though everybody in the family can see you change. Even Bishop had to come to him and be like, you know what, son, you've changed. You're a better pastor now, blah, blah, blah. So either A, Carissa needed to leave and not forgive him, or forgive him and let him be changed and redeemed and move on. But you can't have them both. And just because she either forgives or doesn't forgive doesn't mean that he needs to forgive or doesn't forgive. Every person is different. So you take that into account.
I'll say this. I'll say this. If it was an issue of, Carissa wasn't already belittling him, already doing stuff behind, his back and everybody's back to do with the family and already being disrespectful. If she wasn't doing all those things, she was just being a regular good wife, and then she went out and cheated, then I would say he need to forgive this woman. Yeah. Because after all the hell he took her through, he needed to just go ahead and forgive her. Yeah. I could be there if that were the case, but she needed to go before she cheated.
Yeah. She been working on a butt whooping for a long time.
And she lucky Lady Man give it to her.
Man, she was working on a butt whooping for a long time. So
because when she went up in their bedroom and went in their safe and stuff. Like
she did. Yeah, I forgot.
She did something.
She did Mission Impossible trying to steal stuff from the safe. So much so that Lady May had to steal her own stuff from the safe so that when she went to steal it, it wouldn't be there.
Like she was something else.
Shouts to Jenna James. Shouts to Jenna James, yo. So guys, thank you for rolling through. Before we go a little bit further, since we got some folks in here, make sure to hit that thumbs up and help some brother out.
Or Kim Possible.
She was Kim Possible. She was Kim Possible up in that joint.
She was Velma.
But go and hit that like button, hit that thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing. Share it. It don't cost you nothing. Maybe a couple taps on your finger. Hopefully you ain't got arthritis and you'll be fine. Or you can hit that thumbs down. I'm gonna send Judy after you.
Yes.
And we know Judy got reptilian skin up under that, because she just looked weird.
She had that alien head.
She looked like those on V when you pull back the. Watch on Judy. I don't know if she's real human
now. So
yeah, she gone. We don't got to worry about her. She threw that. Let's talk about Judy real quick. I knew she was gonna throw that ring. I was like, watch her throw the ring.
Oh yeah, because she's disrespectful.
Look, when she threw that ring, I would allow a smack for throwing the ring. I would allow a
smack. It would need to be another woman to smack her.
All right, cool. I would allow a charity smack.
We would need Charity to just get up and smack and be like, look, I don't care about the ring. I just want to smack you.
I don't care about the ring. I just want to smack you. Oh, man. Moses said, is Judy the one with the aggressive vocal octaves in the background?
Judy is the white girl.
Judy is the white girl. Judy is the white girl that Phil DeMars was about to marry. because he was trying to become pastor. So you know how that goes. But see, Jenny James said the love tap. Just a little. That's all you need.
She gonna feel all parts of love. She gonna feel love in her bones.
Man, so I like this episode because we got a second to everything came to a zenith. You know what I'm saying? Everything came to a zenith. We finally had our come to Jesus for multiple reasons. And now we can move forward. Hopefully, I believe there's it's weird. Some sources are saying that there's one episode left. I have other sources that are saying that there's 3 episodes left. OWN doesn't have the episode listing up past this. But let us know, because I think there's either 1 episode or 3 episodes left. One or the other. But anyway, Cassandra Sellers said that's still married.
What is still married?
What's still married? Let me know. Because she's probably talking to somebody in the chat. Judy is a wannabe Jean Grey. Man, I mean, Jean Grey, I've never been a Jean Grey fan. But man, I wouldn't even put that on Jean Grey, man. Dang. Because Judy is whack. Judy is extra whack.
There's 1 more episode.
All right, so there's 1 episode left, guys. So, Stay on Point said, man, I was going to come through the screen of charity with a game that dude gave that dude the time of day.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she was, though, because that's charity.
For a second, I thought she was, but you see, even she got her release. You see how she always been chasing after men, just chasing after men. It was the dude, the little singing man. He had his little recording studio, and then it was some.
Oh, that was right after her husband.
Yeah, and then there was another man, and now Phil DeMars. And like she always running after it. But now she's freed herself. She's shoring herself, and maybe she can be a good woman for the next man that comes along, and that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be awesome. Shouts to Arkham O in the house. Arkham O said Judy is Rachel Summers.
Who is Rachel Summers?
Rachel Summers is Jean Grey's daughter in certain timelines, I believe. I don't know if she's her daughter in all the timelines, but she's supposed to be basically, a mutant. People coming in here throwing that X-Men in. Y'all really want me to do an X-Men stream, don't y'all? And I'm way behind on extra. But she's got powers, and she's supposed to be a perfect fit for the Phoenix. And I don't think Judy is a perfect fit for nothing. And Cassandra said, I was so happy. She said, you will never get my love. Remember when she said, you would
never get my heart. But I'm like, well, but is he gonna get anything else?
Is he gonna get anything else? But she did say, she said, you ain't gonna them little things. You ain't gonna get none of this. Remember when she said them little whatever chest areas. That little stuff. You ain't gonna get none of this. And she probably, she told him, she was like, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And you got the palest of berries right now. And you had the darkest of berries. So you had the best. Michael. And then you had organic squeezed orange juice. And then you went to Sunny D. All right. Ugh. That's what you went to. So now she like, and that's why she walked off strong.
Anyway.
Oh man. But Stay on Point said the spinoff should show the Uncle Mac story. I don't know what they're spinning it off to. I know they are doing a spinoff, but I don't know what they're doing it to. I don't know. Would I be interested in Uncle Mac?
Who would make a good spinoff? Well, I think it would, because Uncle Mac has some stuff.
Yeah, what do you want the spinoff to be like? I guess it depends on what energy they're going with. If they're going with the similar energy of Greenleaf, I guess they could continue be honest with you.
I would only be interested, I think, in Mac. I'm not interested in seeing Carissa's story. I'm not interested in seeing Jacob, Lady May, Grace.
Maybe Jacob going on to do the grassroots stuff and give back to the people. Not interested enough for his own show. Not for his own show, man.
I'm not interested in Grace. I'm not interested in Sophia. I'm not interested in Zora. I'm not even interested in AJ.
I mean, I guess you could do, kind of like a living in the city with Sophia and Zora. I don't know how fun that. I mean, I guess that could work on something like Freeform, but I don't know if OWN would work. I guess the only thing is maybe like a Mac and his crazy self. I don't know how they're going. I think
if they, I'd watch it if it's about Mac and all the shenanigans around him.
They said the daughter, remember, she died because of Mac. Yeah, because Mac had been molesting her and she went crazy.
Greenleaf and Queen Sugar crossover?
I don't know. Even though we're going to talk about Queen Sugar this week, I promise y'all. In some way, shape, or form, we're going to talk about Queen Sugar.
Nova gets on my nerves.
Arkham O, I will be talking about Doom Patrol this weekend, not Umbrella Academy, because I don't watch it.
The have and the have-nots. I have not seen that show in forever.
The have and the have-nots.
I was on it for a while. I was like, oh my gosh. And honestly,
that show is bad.
I keep saying I'm going to go back and catch up. It's bad, but it draws you in.
Like the way Greenleaf is ridiculous yet awesome, the have and the have-nots is bad, but still enjoyable because of like how bad it is.
Are you sure?
They say, "Are you sure?" If you played a drinking game with the words "Are you sure?" on the show, like, look, it's a Tyler Perry production, so you know the deal. I mean, you know what's up. Shout out. Oh man. Moses said, "You and my girl's mom are the only two watching it." Oh man, the have and the have-nots is such a bad show. It's horrible. It is a true nighttime soap.
But I love
it is a true nighttime show.
I love what's her name from Heat of the Night though.
What? Oh yeah, old girl that used to be the cop. She was like a
what's her name? Mary Jo or Joanne or somebody.
I just know what is it, Candy? Candy.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw Candy. I told you I saw Candy in real life. Tika Sumpter is dope in real life. She was nice and everything was cool. She, I was around. She was like giggling, so it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about that show though. They let a dude bleed. Remember when they stabbed the guy in like the living room and he bled for like 2 episodes and he was still alive?
What are you talking about?
Remember the guy that they stabbed like right at the front door? They stabbed him at Candy's house. They stabbed him and he was like bleeding.
Oh.
He was bleeding. His body was at the front door for like 2 episodes straight.
Right.
And dude was still alive.
And how did they finally kill him, or did he just die?
They finally killed him and they buried him in the backyard, like smart people.
In the backyard, Jesus.
Look, y'all, man, Arkham O said the Oval is worse. Come on, man, it's Tyler Perry. You know what you're getting. Doo-doo, son. This is what you're getting.
But
straight
the
up
thing
crap.
is, Good Deeds, the movie Good Deeds was good. It was. You haven't even seen it. We gotta watch it.
A bad clock is right at least twice a day. I mean, he's got a couple good joints, but he also has way too many where he up in there looking like the Bernstein Bears on Netflix. Like,
you talking about what was the name of it?
Man.
With Joanne again. What's the name? Thelma.
I don't know what that movie's name was. It was a whack movie.
It was, man.
Let me look real quick. Tyler Perry, Netflix, guys. I know. I apologize. Look, the episode was dope. All right, so y'all know we're gonna be here next week for the finale and all that. Look, it's called A Fall from Grace.
Oh yeah.
And of course, the lady's name in the show is Grace. He thinks he's so deep. He's like, this is clever.
Fall from Grace.
Man, Tyler Perry.
And when she bashed that man's head in, and everything was still intact.
Jenna James said the show Sisters is worse. Man.
Then what?
And he got a show coming out called Bruh, unless it's already out. It's almost comedy that he's doing this. And people are giving him money to make these shows.
Is it BRAH or BRUH?
BRUH, of course. Bruh.
That's it. You named this show
Bruh. You know what, Tyler Perry, I'll let you keep this. Hold up. Don't say anything. Bruh. I'll let you have that. You keep that. Man. Dag. Tyler Perry has made some trash, y'all. And we have let him slide. You want to know why we've let him slide? I'm going to end on this. Because Netflix is starting to pick up all the old UPN shows and stuff. I said a long time ago, it's been a while since we've had Black family and Black sitcoms on television. In the 90s, we had a plethora. In the early 2000s, sort of, we had tons of black family, black comedy on TV that you could watch and be engaged in. And then it disappeared. You know what I'm saying? And that's what gave Tyler Perry the ability to come in, because there's no competition. He ain't got The Game or One-on-One or Parenthood or Moesha or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or any of those 90s shows to compete with. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got girlfriends to compete with, so of course he's gonna come out with sisters. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing. Sisters. The sisters. Now I know you could probably say, well, they had a show called Girlfriends, but Sisters just sounds.
And that was by
whack.
Kelsey Grammer, which still blows my mind.
Yeah, that's still weird.
I still don't get it, but it worked.
No, Moses said, I just got finished watching The Color Purple an hour ago. Danny Glover is evil.
That's like a complete tangent.
It's a mad tangent.
Thank
but
you.
Yeah, Tyler.
Yes, he was.
Tyler Perry. Look, man. There's no real competition for him on television. And
hold on, wait a minute.
What's up?
I'm sorry. NERDSoul and Ms. Wifey Soul.
Favorite UPN shows from best to worst. I need a list of them. I can't remember them all.
But am I Ms. Wifey Soul?
I don't know. I've been calling you Lady Lisa. I don't know.
Ms. Wifey Soul.
Will you be my wifey? Yes, I'll be your wife. I hated that song. That's what is it? Try me and be right by me, not behind me. I don't know what he said. I don't know. Next had like 2 songs. Look, I'll push a possible 3.
Let them make that money. But Miss Lady Soul, Miss Wifey Soul. Sound like some song by the Whispers.
Let's see. Fun fact: don't let Netflix distract y'all from the fact that the show Moesha promoted child pedophilia.
How so?
How so? You gonna have to come with some articles and links for that. Some real research.
You can promote child pedophilia.
I mean, now I do not remember every single episode of Moesha, but I'm trying hard to think.
Are you saying one of the actors?
Maybe one of the actors was a pedophile,
man and some of the girls were underage. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, is that like how are you, I'm trying? That's an interesting one. You know, that's an interesting one. I'm gonna need some proof on that one.
Elaborate on that.
Even though I don't remember every episode, I can't remember an episode where it was like, I'm 14 and this man is 38 or something, and it's okay. But I could be wrong. But back on, back on the Tyler Perry thing.
How is that a fun fact?
Yeah, that's definitely not a fun fact. If it's true, that's not fun. There's nothing fun about that fact. But Stay on Point said, I ain't seen nobody touch nobody. But that deficit of black shows that we had is why we see Tyler Perry able to make all these shows talking about work ethic, when I'm like, dude, the work ethic doesn't matter if the product is doo-doo. Now, of course, he's saying like, yo, I got people that watch. I got my demographic, my fans, they watch me. I'm like, they don't have any other alternatives.
He got his Perry.
They ain't got no choice. Perfect example. Jenna James just said, everybody hates Chris, Moesha, Girlfriends, One-on-One, all of us, the Parkers.
Yeah.
We ain't got that no more. We don't have that no more. So what is it that your demographic and your base and your fans love your stuff so much, or is it that they're starved for product so much that there's nothing else? Well, Parker's was funny. I can't think of a show that Tyler Perry has, and I haven't watched everyone, but I've watched a good amount to say it wasn't as funny as the Parkers, or it wasn't as funny as Everybody Hates Chris, or it wasn't as good as Girlfriends, or One-on-One. I used to love One-on-One. One-on-One. That's right.
I wasn't a big fan of the Parkers, quite honestly.
I thought it was a nice spinoff. I thought it was fun.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Get on my nerves every now and then.
I'm gonna tell you why.
All right, what's up?
You have 2 black women.
All right.
Heavy-set black women. Heavy-set black women that are both man crazy. They're chasing after men, being loud, aggressive, and obnoxious.
Okay.
And I just didn't care for it.
You know what? When you look at it, yeah, because you don't really have, out of the 2 of them, they're both Yeah, I guess I see where you're coming on that.
I didn't like that portrayal. And then,
okay, I see where you're coming from on that.
And then Mr. whatever his name was that she was chasing was just always like running away from her and cringing. And then somehow she ended up with him anyway. And it's like, I just didn't like the portrayal. It was uncomfortable. Honestly, it was uncomfortable to watch. Just like when we watched the episode of Moesha the other day, it was uncomfortable to watch how her supposed friends on the sneak made jokes about her weight.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up. Like they definitely used damn, I can't think of the character's name now. Was it
Kim?
Is it Kim? Is Moesha's friends Kim? Kim is the one.
Kim and Niecy. Is it Niecy?
Yeah, I think it's Kim and Niecy.
Mm-hmm.
But Kim, they used her as a whipping boy for a lot of the show, and it was basically all weight based. And it was kind of messed up how especially if they're supposed to be friends.
And she was just overly aggressive, you know what I mean, in terms of boys, and it's uncomfortable to watch, you know.
All right, Moses says, fun fact, when Hakeem was a 17-year-old with a late 20s, age ain't nothing but a number, Moesha, hollering at her 30-plus-year-old photography teacher, Mr. Lawrence, in Independence Day?
I'm confused. What?
So I guess there's an episode where Moesha has a crush on her teacher. I guess that's what you're trying to say. I don't know if I'd say that's promoting pedophilia.
Oh, I think I remember Hakeem was dating an older woman.
Oh, he was?
I think so. Is that what you're talking about, Moses?
Now, with that said, Moses, if that situation is true, was the episode framed in a way where this is something that people should be doing? Or was the episode, because in Moesha there was always like a lesson in the episode. Is the lesson in the episode that like he was doing the right thing, or is that he was doing the wrong thing? Because if we learned that he was doing the wrong thing, then you can't say that they're promoting pedophilia. Like what you could say is that they were kind of showing us a story and teaching us a lesson.
Or was it kind of looked at like, oh, go ahead, Hakeem, because they do that a lot when it's a younger boy dating an older woman. It's always like, oh, go ahead. Yeah,
so it kind of depends, because Moesha always framed this episodes where like there was a lesson that Moesha learned, or a lesson that one of the episodes learned. Shouts to In the House. Shouts to Malcolm and Eddie that I loved. I love Malcolm and Eddie.
I did not like Malcolm and Eddie. I did not.
Kim was always snitching and gossiping about Moesha. Her supposed to be friends. Hakeem was with the teacher. He was in love. Yeah, but was the episode framed in a way where the lesson he learned was what he was doing was wrong? Or was the episode framed in a way where it's like, go ahead, Hakeem, everything's great. You know what I'm saying? Because just because they showed it doesn't mean
they were promoting pedophilia.
They showed Carlton taking drugs, but they framed it in a way where it was bad.
Yeah, they weren't promoting drug use. I don't know.
Hakeem was working at the hat store, and she didn't care that he was 17-year-old and Mo's mom was against it. Okay, so cool. So basically they showed how an older woman might prey on a younger man, and showing that the other older woman is definitely against it. So I don't know if I'd call that promoting pedophilia, but I mean,
I don't know if I would call that R. Kelly stuff.
I don't know if I'd call that R. Kelly stuff. Now, not saying that there are women that prey on. There's a woman that's preying on a young man right now.
Yeah, I just don't know if I would call it R. Kelly stuff because of that one episode.
Yeah, I think this, from without seeing the episode or remembering it, because we started watching it again, but we watched like 2 or 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. So without seeing it, I can't say.
Yeah,
but it seems like it's framed in a way where it's like, these are the stories that go on. Watch out, because Moesha did a whole bunch of those like watch out episodes, like be careful. Don't do this. Be careful about, like, so I don't know if I can dog Moesha like that. So yeah, I don't know. Stay on Point said Carlton was high as a kite. He was. Remember when he was dancing, man? He was like, Because he was trying to study.
Said it was framed in a way of Moesha's father was all for it, but Moesha and Dee were against it. Yeah. So
cool.
You know.
So basically they showed they sort of like the
two sides that usually
sides that usually happen, and the double standard in society. Where I want you to take this away, because you said something that's perfect about boys' bodies, about them being sacred.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying when we were talking about this in another context, is that, you know, we have to teach our boys to, you know, to hold their bodies as sacred, just as we do our girls.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
because it is a societal thing.
Yeah, because in terms of, if you look at it as if our bodies are all temples, your body is a temple too. You know, so it's like you shouldn't be just giving your body to everybody, just like a girl shouldn't either. So it's not, you know what I mean? So I think, you know, we talked about that before. So
yeah, with this, it seems like it seems like so the names of the episodes are Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and there's an episode called Teacher and Independence Day. So at least in that case, it seems like they're framing this to say, look at what society does. Look at the double standard. Should we follow it? Should we not follow it? You know what I'm saying? It looks like it's one of those episodes that kind of holds up a mirror to our society. And I agree with you. Until you said it, I wasn't able to articulate it, but it's perfect the way you said it. Our boys' bodies are just as, you know, just as pristine as our girls' bodies. And we shouldn't be rooting for either one to be reckless with their body. Or haphazard, you know what I'm saying? Or just kind of be, you know, out there without really thinking of consequences, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, physically. Because in a lot of cases, it's like, oh, boys, go out there, earn your stripes. And then with girls, it's like, no, your body is sacred. It's like, no, all of our bodies are sacred. And we need to reel in that stuff that we teach boys all the time about, go get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, maybe you should chill.
Yeah, and it's like,
and have some restraint and some discipline.
Yeah, and you need to be careful who you lay down with.
Thank you. And then the whole thing with the older woman situation. Don't get me wrong. I know it can be alluring, you know, when there's someone older that's, you know, interested in you. But we do need, even especially from men's side, we need to continue to push that message of like, yo, I understand it seems alluring, but you need to get away from that. It's manipulative, it's predatory, and it's flat out demeaning and wrong.
Mm-hmm. And it's an example of power dynamic.
Yeah, it is, especially since we've been talking about power dynamic recently, especially from the other side, meaning from men, from women to men. From men to women, there is a lot of power dynamic going on that we've even seen in the public space with like actresses and stuff, where they may have been with younger, basically boys, 16, 17 at the time, or saying that they met them at like 13 at the time. So yeah, we definitely need to be pushing that message like, yo, this is not a good thing. This is not something that I'm going to, you know, that I'm going to high five you for. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's, trust me, there's nothing but heartache that comes behind being involved with someone, especially like this, in this way. Shouts out to Arkamo, said, wonder if a white man was behind writing those episodes. Cough, cough, Brett Ratner, Harvey Weinstein, or Joss Whedon, or someone along those lines. Don't think a writer like Ava or Ryan Coogler would do that. Yeah. You never know sometimes with these shows, like with Family Matters. Family Matters is on Hulu. And we've went back and watched some episodes. And I was like, Family Matters is definitely written by white people.
Oh, absolutely, positively.
I was like, Family Matters is definitely written by white people. Yeah. But guys, with that said, thank you for rolling through. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. We're glad that y'all came and stopped by to see a player and a playette. All right, so Lady Lisa, tell them peace.
Bye, y'all.
So guys, of course, NERDSoul Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. YouTube is the hub. So please hit that thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. If you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send Tyler Perry after you. He going to be wearing that Bernstein Bear wig that he wore in A Fall from Grace. He going to call you Youngblood.
Look like Papa Bear.
And of course, make sure to check me out on podcasts, Spotify music, if you like to listen rather than watch. Shouts to Mose, I'll grab him last. Y'all ever notice how Laura Winslow was the greatest insignificant Winslow character?
No, Laura Winslow was you talking about the little sister.
Oh, you talking about the little sister, the one that went just
upstairs,
disappeared?
that went upstairs and disappeared.
I got a theory on that. We gonna talk about my theory one day.
Laura was always bitter, angry, and always snippy because that's how they portrayed little black girls.
Yeah, that's something that at that time, that's how they would portray little black girls. They
always had to be sassy.
Yep, because we talked about, even though I know girls like that, whatchamacallit sister in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And I grew up with a girl like her. Whatchamacallit's little sister. I did. What was it? You can't spell America without Erica. So I grew up with a girl like Erica. Erica was always telling on us for something. Well, not Erica. Her name wasn't Erica, but the girl that was like Erica. But still, it is interesting that whenever a little black girl is written, it's always in some kind of like, she's grown.
Think about when Journey Smollett was on Full House. I'm taking it back. She was the little friend, and she was always just real sassy.
Yep.
And like, what y'all doing?
Yep.
You know
what I'm saying? So we have, the reason we need people in these roles writing behind the scenes is because we need to let our children be children, instead of letting agents either affected by or agents of white supremacy continue to write our children as if they're adults, and then people get to kind of like identify us with like, oh, well, they're older, they're adults, they're but then a group of frat boys, oh, they're just kids. Oh, they're just kids. I mean, I know they said the N-word, but they're just children. It's like, isn't this dude 24? So with that said, guys, I'm going to leave y'all with Arcatron's Space Bridge album out in stores now. Check it out. Homie got dope beats. Thank you for coming through. And I'm going to shout out everybody that I can remember. Sabanor 444, Cassandra Sellers. We had Stay On Point. Moses was in the house. I don't know if we had Hassan or not, but we had Jenna James, Rihanna Tyler, Arkham O. Let's see, who else we had? I think that might be it. I think we might have had some more folks that was lurking. But I think that's it. I think we got everybody up in the house. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. All right, so don't be doing me like that. I do not. Don't you do it. So with that said, I'm gonna leave y'all with Arcatron, ARCKATRON. The Space Bridge is the name of the album. Much love to y'all, and from us to you, we're just saying peace. I said peace. Peace. A peace. A peace. Peace. We out, y'all. Much love. Oh, yeah.